Yes, hello and welcome to another At the Wicket here on C7. And again tonight, plenty on the menu for you. And what about that amazing win by the Australians over Zimbabwe today in Hobart? We'll check on that later. An amazing run chase there. It's been another big week in cricket circles, and joining me to chew it over tonight, Kerry O'Keeffe, welcome to you.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah,
Good
it has
week.
been. Oh, well, I mean, regardless of the lack of closeness in the matches, cricket's on everybody's lips, isn't it? I mean, Bill Clinton had one of his great assets is that he can compartmentalise his life. You know, there's Monica and there's sundry others, but he can still focus on wars and things that are happening around. Mark Waugh is Bill Clinton. He can just have all this going on around him, yet compartmentalise his life and his batting, and you know,
Has he got something in him that he's just trying to...
What's going on there?
It started already.
Bill Clinton and cricket?
yeah.
Come on,
Mark
Scott.
Waugh is Bill Clinton.
You could have said Bob Hawke.
Well, he's had the luck of Bill Clinton too. You know, the big escapes in dangerous situations. He's out first ball today. Caught behind, given not out.
Yeah, exactly.
Made 100.
But he compartmentalised that,
I
didn't
know
he?
where you're coming from,
Yeah,
Kerry.
long
Gavin
word.
is a little bit slow tonight.
Yeah.
No. I've got no problem at all there. But, you know, we're
I think
talking...
it's a gift in life.
You
I
could
mean,
have picked Bob Hawke, couldn't you?
No, I couldn't because, you know, Clinton, he reads 30,000 word documents in a night,
Yeah.
knowing that the headline the next day is Money, you know, and the cigar. I mean, it's just, and I just see Mark Waugh as very much that.
He'll get out of all of this, heap of runs, and then the big companies around Australia who have problems with stress and people having time off, they'll be ringing him.
No,
He'll be the consultant,
I mean,
the stress consultant.
the White House will be ringing.
Oh.
George W.
What about Steve Waugh today?
He ran at somebody and hit them square through point flat into the glass, which knocked Mark Waugh's dinner. He was actually watching and knocked all his dinner out, but he just teed off, and didn't he get 70 odd off you know, a short time again?
Yeah, he did. That wouldn't have phased him because he'd eaten that dinner regardless of the glass in his plate. He'd have compartmentalised the salad.
Mentalised.
The big story that came out of that match, the blaspheming of Shane
I
Warne.
don't think he blasphemed, did he? No, I don't think so.
No, we
That's
can't
the most
repeat what he
used
said.
phrase on any cricket ground in the world. FAC. You know, it's been since W.G. Grace that people have called other cricketers that, haven't they?
There's many administrative bodies around who don't want to hear that, but the bottom line is that you're dead right.
Channel 9 have just got to put up strong language being used, nudity for streakers, strictly for, you know,
PG or MA.
yeah, that's an MA, mature adults,
Plus 15.
15 plus, so send the 14-year-old and under the bed.
All right, there was...
When I used to bowl to Les Favell in the 70s, every time I come in to bowl, he used to yell out down the pitch, "Happy birthday." You know, and I didn't get offended. And these were before stump mics. But a happy birthday isn't the best greeting when I came on.
He didn't block
you know.
too much, Les Favell,
No,
did he?
and every time he touched for the threes, "Happy birthday." And I wasn't a sensitive thing like Warnie. I didn't FAC him. John Buchanan said that you don't, you know, in the kitchen you hear that sort of language. Don't know what family life's like at the Buchanan.
we
That was
talked
an
about-
interesting...
And in judges' chambers and stuff like that. Like if the jury finds the guy who on murder not guilty, does the judge lean over on the mic and say FAC? You know, like, you know, not likely.
Yeah, good movie plot that'd be.
Or you know, like, and he said in politicians' rooms, you get that. You know, like when Keating beat Hawke, did he lean over and FAC?
That's awesome.
Right. And he has a calming influence on a dressing room because he bats at his own tempo. And he's tough, and if he goes in at first wicket down, you can bet he'll sell his wicket very dearly, and that has a terrific influence on a dressing room. And he's wherever he's gone, Queensland and the Victorian Bushrangers.
You're saying he's
had
not
that
a
effect.
slashing, motivated player like Sarson Tendulkar.
He's actually as boring as bat dropping. You know.
On that note, there's plenty more of that sort of thing still to come on C7's At the Wicket. Despite the fact that Matthew Mott's lawyers are on the phone, we're still going to have a chat with Kerry and find out his predictions for the upcoming tour of India.
Inzamam al-Haq, our favourite fat man, He's playing delightfully, you know, he still does the business. You don't have to be, you know, a 2% body fat man, you know, to play the game, you know, and take ice baths at the end of every day. You know, you can eat as many curry puffs as you like.
Yeah.
And as long as you make runs, you're fine.
I mean, you know.
Inzi's doing the job.
Well, I mean, if I was Inzi, I'd be sitting there every time before I went at the bat with a packet of Tim Tams. And when the cameras were focused, I'd just munch it. And just chew them to death and just hold up the packet and just get the guts out there and then go out and get 120 knot and then, you know, give it to them. Go the Inns machine.
Now, I don't know quite what the transition here is, but we've got to go from this to some women's cricket.
And he could hit the ball a long, long way.
And he was a blokey cricketer, you know, like he only dealt in 4s and 6s, you know, like singles were for pansies and 2s were for cross dressers. but he bowled these
52 scored at Belrive.
He got a lot of wickets. But he bowled these hooping in swingers that got people out. Greg Chappell could have batted against him with a knitting needle. But a few of us struggled. But a lovely boat. Got strong packing meat in the Marlborough province of New Zealand.
A big packer from the Marlborough province.
That's who he was.
Kerry O'Keeffe and the Buzz.
It's a sombre buzz this evening. We're talking career threatening. Yes, my moles, and I have plenty of them out there, have come up with the earth-shattering news that Stuart MacGill has a chronic hand injury, that he is existing week to week on cortisone injections. Every time he bowls, his hand swells. Every time he swells, something... No! Stay with me, boys. Can you confirm?
You've got the Cary Grant version going here.
Can anybody confirm that Stewie MacGill is back?
I've seen his finger, it's big, man.
Is he
So
existing
career
on
threatening, is that
career
right?
threatening? Apparently it swells up the size of a hand.
The size of a hand.
Size of a finger.
And it is precluding him from bowling properly. Cortisones get it down.
What gets it up?
Excitement at bowling gets it up.
Thank you very much, Skull. Outstanding tonight. It's been an absolute education.
Caffeine overdose, Nick.
I don't want to hear excuses.
Mate, enjoyed it.
How embarrassing is that?
This has been a C7 Sport production.